Hey everybody, it's time to stop searching for the perfect classroom app and start vibe coding it. Today, we're building a peer editor, peer review widget app thing, I don't know, in under 5 minutes using nothing more than a single sentence. I'm Remy, and this is Vibe Coding for Educators, the Gemini edition. No syntax, no brackets, just your vision turned into a tool. Let's jump in. All right, here we are back in Google Gemini. So I'm going to enter our one sentence prompt today. Create a box for student essays. Add an analyze button that highlights positive words in green. And remember, so we can see what it's doing, we're going to click on, create music is new. I'm going to check this out when we're done. We're going to click on the Canvas tool. So this will let us watch it code. It'll give us a playground to mess around with our app once it is built. So we've got it thinking, our Gemini is spinning, and we've got it in pro mode. So remember, that's going to move a little bit slower, but it's going to be a lot more accurate when it is building code, that you're going to run into fewer instances of it generating some kind of error, unless I were to stop its generation now or to ask it a question while it was still in the middle of working on things. I've done that a handful of times, and you just go, oops, my bad, didn't mean to interrupt you. Can you finish what I asked you to do a second ago? And then it will go back and resume the job it was working on. Here we go. I think it was my internet. So if you notice a jump in the editing, that's just me cutting out some of the vamping, so we could play with this faster and get you done closer to 5 minutes. But you see, it's building a dictionary with a bunch of positive words. Now, I will tell you, if we were to want to insert some of our own items, we could literally insert words into this code using the single apostrophe and then offsetting it with a comma. I can tell it to share other items. So let's say that this is the essay that I put in, and I click analyze. I think my face is in the way. Positive words, total words 61%, a positivity score of 18%, so I'm guessing it's comparing the number of words to the overall tone. So I like that, right? I could target for specific things, specific elements of a voice, looking at a mood in an essay, different things like that. So let's say that maybe I want to, with my vibe check today, see if we can add some kind of sidebar to allow for better transitions, right? See if it can make some suggestions on my writing, things like that. I haven't tested this vibe check out. It was like that. That's something I think I would ask for. So it's not trying to unplug my language. Remember, this is looking squished here only because I don't have my thing in full screen. I've got Gemini here and my notes are hiding off the screen. So if I look at this before it starts to rewrite some things, right, I could target specific vocab to be used. I could look for, any kind of specific elements to go make this app match whatever specifically I'm looking for. And where I like this is, unlike, some of the AI writing coaches or other elements that we might all play with that will give some tutoring alongside, if I want students to just do a quick check or something simple, then I could create, a couple dozen tools just like this, and, sit here and iterate and make more suggestions for the vocab list, or here, right, it's looking at specific transitions in the essay. So if I'm working on looking at a thesis or how kids are structuring an essay, these are some different things that I could have it play with or look at, right? I also like here that it could give those at the bottom. So maybe once I, played with this in a full screen mode, maybe I wanted these two things side by side. Maybe I wanted my better transitions at the top to look at, right? It gives me a variety of different things that I could have students look at. I could say, I wanted to highlight transitions. I wanted to do the transition in a different color. All of those different things I could do based off of just playing with and iterating on this prompt to design the writing assistant that I want my students to have. All right, now it's your turn. What other kinds of things would you put in your own version of this essay prompt? What are some specific skills that you are asking, your students to play with when you are practicing writing in whatever discipline it is that you teach? Take that prompt. You can find it in the description. Change the vibe to make it match your subject, your students' needs, the things that you do in your classroom. And if this tool saved you a little bit of prep time, or you want to point at it and be like, hey, I made that thing and earned some tech nerd points with your kiddos, then hit that subscribe button. In the next video, we're going to play with a multi-language translation tool, and we'll see how well it works. So until next time, I'll see you there.